There are times when a potential free agent and a team with cap space are just a match made in heaven. And this summer presents one of those matchmaking opportunities, because whether they realize it or not, Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers need each other. All that's left to do now is for both parties to swipe right. After another injury-fueled early postseason exit in LA, the Clippers have some decisions to make. Meanwhile, George has options and leverage. After extending Kawhi Leonard earlier this year, and with the team set to complete their highly anticipated move to Inglewood, you'd expect the Clippers would want all the star insurance they can get, no matter how much it costs owner Steve Ballmer. Even if they let George and James Harden walk, the Clips still wouldn't have max-level cap space, so they don't have any way to replace either of their aging stars. Still, that doesn't mean George will get what he wants from his hometown team, as reports suggest the Clippers are hoping PG extends for less than the max, as Kawhi did. For now, it doesn't seem like George wants to hear any of that. Nor should he. Say what you want about hometown discounts and sacrificing for the greater good, but this will be the 34-year-old's last chance to sign a mega deal. On top of all that, because of George's age and the NBA's over 38 rule, even the Clippers' max offer can't blow rival offers away like signing with an incumbent team usually would. Enter the Sixers, who are reportedly prepared to offer PG the max. Though another year ended in familiar fashion for Philly, where a banged-up Joel Embiid limped through the playoffs and the team's conference finals drought reached 23 seasons, there's more promise than despair in the city of brotherly love. In Tyrese Maxey, the Sixers now have a proven co-star whose game meshes perfectly with Embiid's, and team president Daryl Morey has a ton of flexibility to shape their supporting cast. With more than $60 million in potential cap space, Philly can sign a max free agent before re-signing Maxey and still have some wiggle room to fill out the rest of its roster. The Sixers also have some draft capital to dangle in trade talks, and a potential reunion with Jimmy Butler is tantalizing. But why surrender assets for players like Butler or Brandon Ingram when you can save those assets while signing a free agent like George?
You're right. That's a better idea.
Now, it's no secret that building out a team with 3 max-level stars is more difficult than ever given the constraints of the NBA's new second apron. But 1, Philly could round out its roster without approaching the second apron for now. And 2, as discussed in last week's episode on the Suns, not all big threes are created equal. Embiid, Maxey, and George would complement each other's skill sets far better than Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal do, and would generally be a more well-balanced trio than any recent super team we've seen. In Embiid and Maxey alone, the Sixers have an automatic path to an elite offense, with Embiid practically a walking top 10 defense unto himself. Put George between them, and you're cooking with gas. While George is still capable of being the second option on a contending team, and even the number 1 option on some nights, at this stage of his career, easing into a new role as a tertiary scorer would allow the 9-time All-Star to maximize his skill set. George would also provide some insurance for a Sixers team that has seen too many playoff runs derailed either by an Embiid injury or by the big fella simply wearing down. PG would ease the burden on both Embiid and Maxey. We're talking about a future Hall of Famer coming off a season in which he still averaged 22.6 points per game while shooting 52% inside the arc, 41% from deep, and 91% from the free throw line. He's also averaged 5+ assists in 3 of the last 4 years. Imagine that guy replacing Tobias Harris as this team's third option.
Nobody wants you here! Nobody!
Not to mention, a slightly reduced offensive role would allow an aging George to continue exerting maximum energy on the defensive end, where he's still capable of serving as an elite perimeter and wing defender. Embiid and George would provide excellent cover for Maxey's improving but still shoddy point of attack D, while the trio would check just about every offensive box as a 3-level threat. Good luck game planning for that Nick Nurse coach team in the playoffs, where George and Embiid could help each other vanquish their postseason demons.
Bro, there's nobody you can put on Joel. Like, he's gonna punish, you put a big on him, he's gonna go around him. Like, you put a small on him, he's gonna punish him. Like, he plays the big spot how big it's supposed to play.
He got a nice step back.
He got it all. Step back.
Like,
he doing the Euro. Like, what big man fucking got the Euro down? Like,
he's funny too, bro.
And he's funny.
Another season ended in early spring disappointment for both George and the Sixers. but each party's path to a deep playoff run can be found in a mutually beneficial partnership that's too tempting to pass up.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button.